Hello! Hello! And thanks for tuning in to our first episode ever of Action Zackson. It is our first and only episode, and please help me give a warm welcome to our first and only guest, Zack.
Thank you, Zack. It's a real joy.
Let's just dive straight into the issues, okay?
Sure.
You make videos for Think Geek.
I do.
I was really hoping for more out of that question.
You could try asking something other than a yes-no question.
Wow. Do you want to get the interview?
I think you know why that's a weird question.
No. A weird question would have been, who's your least favorite person who works at Think Geek?
Wow, that's kind of left field, but Hans, easy.
Oh, of course. Of course, Hans. Of course. Listen, just take us through the video process. What is it?
Technically, I guess the first step really falls on the merchants. They're the ones that get to pick the products that we put on the site.
And that site is
ThinkGeek.com.
Okay. So merchants buy products for the site. And then what?
Well, if one of the merchants knows that they're going to want a video for a particular product, they can just put up the request on Google Docs.
Is Docs spelled with an X or CS?
CS?
CS, huh? Isn't that where you started? Correct me if I'm wrong, isn't that where you started?
Yeah, technically yes, that is where I started.
Who's your favorite merchant?
Wow, a little personal, but probably
Michael Collins.
Yeah, Michael Collins.
Delicious choice.
But yeah, no, I started out as a temp in customer service, and there was one day that John Fraser needed help making the plush heart video, and grabbed a hold of me and, you know, helped him out. And it was through that process for that particular video that I told him that I had made a number of short films, sketches in college.
I bet they were terrible.
They actually weren't very well received by my professors. They were much more directed towards making news-oriented videos, and all the film production I did was, you know, studio productions and film productions and newscasts and things. So when I had my exit interview for graduation, I showed them all my sketches in addition to the news things I'd made, and they highly encouraged me not to show my sketches during a job interview, which is funny because turns out they're kind of what helped me get the job here.
Do we have to watch those? Was it supposed to have a clip?
No, I'm sure that nobody here has.
Thank God! Want a drink?
Sure, yeah, I could go for a drink.
Let's go back. If a merchant tells you they want a video for a certain product, is that the only way you know how to make one?
It really doesn't have to be just a request for a video. It really could just be to help a product more than just a picture for a product could do. Or it could really even be that if John and I just see a product or hear a description and we just immediately have a punchline in our heads or just think we could make something funny out of it, that's what we do.
Okay, so you have a list of products that need videos, then what?
That's actually where Gretchen comes into play. John will post the official list of video request onto Basecamp. And then Gretchen's attached to that as well, and she will bring us the samples of the products in that list. And once we get the samples, we'll start, you know, kicking around ideas, brainstorming, all that jazz.
You and Gretchen?
Me and John.
Game!
That's when we decide whether it will be a full-fledged video production or if it'll just be something to put up on our Quick and Dirty page.
Quick and dirty?
That's not what you think it is.
Well, then don't tell me what it means. I like what's in my head.
So we have the idea, we have the product, now we just need a cast. And that can be really one of the most difficult things about this whole job is getting people lined up to be in videos. Everybody here has another job going on, and so like, even if we lock down a person or something, we might need another one or two, and getting people all at the same time to be able to do a product, it's a hassle. It's hard. You know, you just gotta have the right day or the right moment or the right thing going on.
Multiple people getting quick and dirty. Ka-ching!
Please don't do this.
So what do you do?
You know, I've been known to cast my friends. I'll go outside of work and I'll get somebody to help me out, and we'll just hook them up with, you know, some internet fame. We'll get them some gift cards. We'll give them some, I don't know, we'll give them the actual product that the video is for if they like it. I mean, just they gave us some of their time, we'll hook them up with something.
So you got your cast, you got your product, you got your idea. What's next?
We'll set up the lights. If we know there's going to be dialogue, we'll set up mics. This is really it's nice to have like a shot list or like a script or something, because you can do a checklist of the shots you have and the shots you need, because there's nothing really quite as irritating as sitting down to edit and you think you've got everything and then you're missing a shot, and then you have to recreate something or get somebody to wear the same clothes and their hairstyle might change. It's just, if you don't get it all in the take that you know, when you set up the first time, it's gonna be irritating.
More irritating than someone driving below the speed limit in the left lane?
About equally as irritating, but the person that you're behind in the left lane, that lasts for as long as the trip that you're on. If I make a mistake or goof or make a crummy video or something, that lasts forever. So if I make a mistake, it's always going to be there. That's the thing. Everything that I do becomes public. So if anyone wants to go back and see anything I've done, they can do it easily. Easily.
Even the quick and dirties? Who would you say you're quick and dirty the most?
Let me just say that I'm fully aware of how you're asking this question, but if this is what it takes to end this, Bill?
So handsome.
And strong.
So strong. So you load your footage onto the computer.
Yeah, and it generally takes anywhere between 10 and 30 minutes, and then, you know, it just renders them into editable footage.
So you could eat your work if you wanted to? I don't get it.
Not even close. The files have to import and render, and so I can actually like have small enough clips to be able to watch them and then cut them into other clips and then put them in order, make a story out of them, and then just trim, make it as short, concise as possible, if possible, when possible. Once I get the story and the timeline set up, then I gotta find music for the video, I gotta do color correcting on the video, I gotta lay filters on the video, and sound editing, it's gotta add the intro, gotta add the outro. It's really like working a puzzle, just finding till all the pieces fit.
How do you find music for your videos?
Great question. Primarily that used to be all done through Jamendo. It's an uncopyrighted music site, and we would just, you know, click through new releases or search different genres and try to find something that would match the video we're working on. But over time and just through meeting people and shows and stuff, we've met up with some indie artists and people that are just thrilled to have their music on the site. And we've even had some bands that write music strictly for being on Thinky commercials, and it's great. It's great to see that kind of response, and people know this site and want to be a part of it.
Oh yeah, what bands have you worked with?
So far, I mean, we worked with MC Lars, we worked with Magic Man, Eternal Summers, Marion Call, Paul and Storm.
I haven't heard of any of these. Next question, what instrument do you play?
The drums?
I was gonna say the oboe. I was gonna say the oboe.
I can't really ever recall a video we've done that primarily features the oboe.
That's a shame.
Wow, I didn't mean to upset you there. Do you still want to finish the interview?
I guess.
Listen, you don't have to.
Don't tell me what I can't do.
I didn't say you couldn't finish it. I said you didn't have to finish it.
Did you watch Lost?
Hmm?
Everyone, literally everyone says I do a great John Locke. I don't know what it is.
I wouldn't say it was great, but I got the reference.
So let's talk about VAT-19.
Let's not.
Wow, yeah, let's just finish this. So a video is done, what do you do?
Well, that's when I compress it out of Final Cut. I upload it onto YouTube. I send it around for some feedback. Just trying to get approval. Want some fresh eyes to look at it. Nothing really helps a video more than fresh eyes. I mean, when you look at the same thing all day long, you're bound to miss something, and somebody can come along and it just makes a world of difference. Be like, hey, I literally never thought of it that way before.
So is anything ever accepted on its first attempt?
Rarely.
I knew it!
Some videos have had up to 10 demos. Some I've actually gotten on the very first try, and there's others that were just flat out rejected.